everyone. So my name's Kevin, and I'm here to talk about God's message in the hashtag Hope from Home initiative of Destiny Church Bicol. So I'm here to share what God has in store for us, especially this season that we're having difficulty inside and the outside in coping up with this pandemic. So now, what is God telling us today? So actually, just a little bit of story. I'm actually I'm not really, as you all know, you can see me as the type of person who's eloquent in speaking, a type of person who does a lot of engagements when it comes to working in public service. But really, it wasn't really who I am. I mean, it's not. I'm not the type of person who's really confident. So ever since elementary and high school, I've always been alone when it comes to doing all the work that I need to do in school. I also veered away from social conversations, even in speaking on stage. I really find it difficult to really assert myself, to really articulate my feelings to other people. And this particular situation is deeply rooted in the fact that I find it hard to open up. And because I find it hard to really to share my real feelings, of course, in terms of my relationships. So I don't find any security in others. And one of the things that I face in this pandemic really is, the journey that, okay, is God really there with us through all this? I mean, why hasn't He been doing anything in this pandemic? Why is it causing a lot of destruction? So in a way, that side of me, that hopeless side of me, that insecure side of me, sort of gets in me in this process. But what is that word? So for you people who are also facing insecurity, who are also facing hopelessness, who are also facing the situation wherein you feel alone. So what are the verses that keep on ringing my mind the past few days? So let me read from Psalm chapter 23 verse 4. It says here, "Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I will not be afraid. For you are close beside me. Your rod and your staff protect and comfort me." So when you say, I will walk through the darkest valley, it means that, yes, definitely, we are walking right now in a very tight situation. But really, He is, even though, you are, of course, number one, feeling uncertain about God's direction in your life. You're feeling anxious of the situation, even though you have done a lot of, let's say, we can say bad things against the Lord. No, He will always be with you. Meaning, when you define the darkest valley, meaning it's not just the hard times, but also even though you yourself have been doing bad, He will always be there for you. So just imagine how His presence serve as a reminder of His forgiveness for us. His presence remind us of the grace that He gives us. Really, you can actually trace it back on the sacrifice that Jesus had. Of course, the journey of His passion and crucifixion and His resurrection. That the omnipresence of God is also justified by His unlimited grace that He provides us. Meaning, even though we fall in a lot of instances, we fail to trust Him, He will always be here with us. And then I would like to also read from Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. "Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." So imagine, you have a God, okay, who will be with you in the tough times. If you're struggling with sin, if you're struggling with, of course, with anxiety, He will be with you in that dark valley to give you light, to make you become that light for others. And just imagine, even those times that even though you've, in a way, as a consequence of your choice, okay, of your free will, okay, you've gone through a path that is, okay, not so good. But definitely as assured here, no? So Joshua had that question in him, what if I do wrong? What if I fall short of your expectations? It's here, it says that for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. So wherever you go, meaning even though you feel difficult, even though you feel that you're not enough, you feel that you're not enough for God, you feel that you are far away from your Christianity, you're not being able to, to disciple. Kumbaga in Filipino, no, tigang-tigang ka na in faith, but the Lord will be with you wherever you go. So just imagine that, na He is not that person who's just above lingering. He is actually very near you. He is actually very near you, just like a family, just like a brother. And that is that hope. That actually the hope is, the hope that we are actually experiencing right now is not just His presence, okay, living presence with us. It's also His active presence. Wherein, okay, He's with us, but He's not just with us just to look at us. He's there to really support us. And that's what it means when you say He will be with us wherever you go. And that is what He means when you say He will walk through us in the darkest valley. So there. So yes, let's continue to press on, to fight, because because the hope is already within us, is with us, and yes, let's continue to thrive. So for more messages like this, please stay tuned in the Destiny Church Bicol, okay, Facebook page, and watch out for more messages of hope. So have a good day.